Hello, welcome to Westchester Community College's Weather and Forecasting online lecture and lab. This is an introduction video to give you a feel for what the course is going to be like and what you're going to see as you progress throughout the weather and forecasting course. This being a lecture and lab course, we will have the online components for 3 credits, and we will also have a lab set of components online for 1 credit. A little bit about me. I will be your instructor. My name is Quell-Garguilo, and I've provided for you an email set and a little bit of information of my location on the Westchester Community College campus. Since this is an online course, the best way for you to contact me will be right through the email account that's been provided. So if you haven't already done so, please get onto your Blackboard account, open up your SUNY email, get everything all set and ready so that you're prepared to complete this course and do really well. As far as a little bit about me personally, I am a sustainability engineer, but I have a background in environmental science and geology, resource management. And so I have a combination of different degrees, and I've had quite a bit of experience working with weather and also climate. This course requires a certain textbook and a lab extension. The text required is Understanding Weather and Climate, and the extension is the Mastering My Meteorology. You will need to buy that program code along with the text. The text comes in a textbook paperback form. It also comes in that book binder form, and there is an e-text available, so you can select whatever form of textbook works best for you for this course. And the mastering code is something that you have to also purchase to go along with the course. You can purchase these at the Westchester Community College campus bookstore as a little package, or you can purchase it directly from Pearson's Higher Ed. And I provided for you the link to get a hold of what you need. The class itself is made up of 12 modules. These 12 modules contain a reading, which will be assigned within the chapters of your text, a lecture that will be very similar to this video that you are currently watching, a post-quiz that you can take after you've completed your readings and lecture that consists of 10 questions. They are randomly sorted. So if you attempt to take the quiz again, you might get a random sort of 10 different questions. They are based on the chapter, and so everybody has a fair chance regardless of the questions being provided. The homework is a selection of 10 homework questions from the back of each chapter reading set, and you are given 1 week to complete those. So you can stop and start your homework questions as needed throughout the entire week. They are due on Mondays at 1 p.m. The lab assignment. Lab is due with each one of the 12 modules, and lab is about a 2-hour component, so you should plan 2 hours to sit down and complete your lab for each module. Lab has some requirements. Since this is an online course with an online lab, you do need some computer requirements in order to complete the lab course. And so the first thing you're going to need is the Mastering Meteorology lab code in order to get on to your e-text and the Mastering Meteorology lab to complete the lab. The next thing you're going to need is Google Earth, and you're going to need to load that, just the free application that's provided, the one that's for PC, desktop, or Mac. If you do not have a PC, desktop, Mac that you can do your Google Earth / My Meteorology lab on, you're going to have to plan a 2-hour block of time that you could sit down and do it someplace each week. With that said, that place should also have internet access. So whether it be a local library or the college library, wherever you choose to go, just make sure that you can sit down for 2 hours to complete your work. The Google code is very important. It has to be able to play a KMZ file. And the first assignment that you're going to get for this very first week as you're getting acclimated to the course will be to get on to the Mastering My Meteorology and actually load the Google Earth and then play with opening up a KMZ file and just working with the tools, the measurement tools, the skins, how to open up different settings on top of the pages. So it's just an introductory to get your feet wet, to get a feel for how the course is laid out. Grade breakdown. There are 2 exams that are online for this course. Exam 1 is for modules 1 through 6. Exam 2 is for modules 7 through 12. Both of these exams are modeled after your post questions. So as long as you're doing well on your post-quiz questions, you'll be able to do very well on your mandatory exams for this course. The other part of this course is a cumulative final, where you will do modules 1 through 12 as a final exam. This is a paper version that will be hosted at the Westchester Community College campus. If for some reason there is a conflict with this or the date, we can start talking about that and plan ahead. So you have my email provided. Let's start working on it. It's the beginning of semester. You will know whether you have a conflict. If you do not, you will know to put it in your calendar, so we can begin working on those sorts of problems that could come up. The last part would be our homework assignment for the major course. That's 20% of your grade. There is no late work. It is due on Mondays at 1 p.m. And then finally, lab. The lab with its final grade is an absolute mandatory. If you do not pass lab, you do not pass the course. With that said, you will have 12 lab modules. I will accept the 10 highest grades for that 12 module set. So you do have a little bit of wiggle room on not doing so well on a lab or 2. This is your course semester breakdown. As you can see, this first week is just to get yourself acclimated to the program. So you jump on, take a look at what you need, start to get a feel for what type of content you're going to be seeing. You're going to have your intro. Once you've completed this intro quiz, it will open up all the other modules. So you actually can get started on module 1 before January 23rd if you would like. So please plan ahead. You can also see the due dates for everything as we go through. You can see on this list that exam 1 is Monday, March 13th at 1 p.m. and it opens up for the week. So you're going to have it completed by March 13th. And you can see exam 2 will need to be completed by May 8th at 1 p.m. So you can see kind of your due date for all content. You can also see down below that our final exam on the Westchester Community Campus will be hosted on Saturday, May 13th. And I will be getting you guys times and things when those get assigned to me from the college campus. This course will be evaluated based on those 2 exams. Once again, count as 25% of the grade. The exam dates are set in stone. The final is required. You have to be there. Homework assignments due on Monday at 1. And then finally your weekly labs. And once again, you have to pass lab to pass the course. So you have to make sure you have the requirements needed to complete these online coursework labs and work your way through them. So, welcome to the course. I hope you all are getting acclimated. Once again, if you have questions or concerns, you can ask them through the college email account. So you can send me an email. Or if it's a general question, something that everybody in the class might ask, please put it into your student lounge. And if you haven't already begun exploring your Blackboard, this is your Blackboard layout. And so right off the bat, you have some little announcements that you can work through. And it just talks about the course and the course requirements in your text. You have your syllabus in your bar. That gives you a little bit of a direct syllabus. So if you have any questions that are directly pertaining, you can see exactly what your grade breakdowns are. And over here under course modules, you can see this intro to weather and forecasting. This is the first step to getting started. You have to complete what's in this intro, weather and forecasting module, before you can get started on module 1 to complete for the course. And so there's a little quiz. You have to complete that quiz, and then it'll open up your modules 1 and then 2 and 3 and 4 and so on and so forth. So you have to do each piece. This is a timed semester course, so modules will open based on the weeks that they're supposed to come available. And it's not a go at your own pace, so there are very exact due dates. So please be sure to print out that calendar that I provided you. I'll go back. I'll go all the way down. So please be sure to open up that calendar and get yourself that calendar so that you know the exact due dates of things. It's really important that you complete work on time in order for it to count towards credit in this course. Online courses can be tough just by the nature of the fact that they tend to be harder. Most people think of them as an easier thing, but they actually are a harder course, and they often will take more time because you're doing it at your own pace. And so plan ahead. Make sure you're putting aside that 4 to 6 hours that you need for this lecture course. Make sure that you're putting aside 2 to 4 hours for your lab course. You're going to need those times to complete this. Overall, welcome. This is going to be a really great semester. I'm looking forward to teaching you guys about weather and forecasting. Hopefully we'll even have some fun storm events that we can talk about that are current in the news, kind of exciting things going on.